Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachel. If you're new here, then hi and welcome. So today I have been playing about with a Beauty Bay palette, and well, you'll see what I think about it in this tutorial, but if you want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. To start off this tutorial, I'm going to go in with my Nars Radiance primer, which is just like such an awesome glowy primer. So I'm just going to work that all over and into my skin, and this stuff is just awesome for like smoothing out your skin and just really creating that radiance that you want. It really does know how to give like a natural glow. For foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two foundations. I'm going to mix the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear and the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, because I have the Radiant Longwear in the shade Barcelona, which is going to be far too dark for my skin tone right now, and I have the Too Faced Born This Way in Snow. So I'm just going to mix a bit of these together. I love both of these foundations. I feel like they're both very medium buildable foundations, so I think that they should work really nicely together. I'm just going to bring that down onto my neck because I do have some fake tan on. So I've never mixed these two before, and do you know, sometimes when you mix foundations you actually find that you love the mix more because you love a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one. So bringing them together actually really works. But actually I'm so surprised I haven't mixed foundations before now, because being such a pale girl, I always have like either the really light foundation shade, and I always go far too dark when I'm picking like my tan shade because I think I'm like a normal person tan, but I'm not. So far I really like this mix of foundations. Now for concealer, I have got the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 200. I've not used this yet, so this will be like a little bit of first impression. I'm really excited to use this though, because I've heard good things. So I would kind of work a little bit quicker with this concealer. It kind of is like that e.l.f. concealer where you need to work just a little bit quicker. I'd maybe work actually in sections. So it looks good just now. I would say it looks a little bit drier than kind of my other concealers, my Tarte Shape Tape, my Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer. And I don't particularly have dry skin, but I would say it is looking a little bit dry, especially in this area here. Just a little bit dry. I'm just going to put a little bit extra in these areas because I just feel like it's not looking so hot right now. And to set this entire face, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty, and this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter. And I just press that really lightly into the skin, just making sure that it really kind of works its way into the skin. This is just how I personally like to apply powder. Almost like in like that patting motion. So I think the overall finish of that is quite nice. I love the foundation. The concealer is just a little bit dry, like right in these areas here. I don't tend to have dry under eyes ever really, but I don't know, maybe just the whole combo doesn't work. But I'm going to move on to eyes now, and I am going to pop just a little bit of the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I am just going to put a little bit of that underneath my eyes just to catch any fallout. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to go in with, I'm really excited to use. So I've had this for so long now, like so long, before I went on holiday, before I was in New York, and I have still not touched it, and I am so excited to use it. So it is the Beauty Bay EYN, and it's the Fiery Matte palette. Now this is a 9-colour palette. It looks like this. Like, how I saw this and instantly was like, that's a bit of me. That's a bit of me right there. So yeah, I had to go in with it. You get this big mirror as well, which is really, really great. And I cannot wait to try these. I've heard such good things about the Beauty Bay palettes. I actually kind of wish I just bought the big one, like, you know, the really large. I think it's like 24 or something like that. But I thought to start off with, we'll try out a wee 9 pan and we'll see how we go. To begin, I have concealer all over my eyelids, which I'm fine with. I'm not going to put down the P. base. I am going to go in with this orangey shade right here, and these do have names, and this one's called Pumpkin Spice. I'm just going to take that on a large fluffy brush and work that just right into, whoa, the crease. Holy pigment. So I'm just really, really working that in. It is, oh my god, so gorgeous. And I am just going to wing this out. I used to round my shadows a lot, and I would never do like a winged out. I didn't think my eye suited that winged out shape, but the more I've been doing it, the more I've been totally loving it. Like, only just slightly, like not crazy. The next shade that I am going to go into is this middle shade right here, and this is called Sunset. So I'm just going to take that on a smaller, fluffier brush, and I'm just going to work that right into the crease and not take it too high. I don't want this to come up higher than the colour that we've just put down. So just give it a wee wiggle. And just give that a small wee wing out, not as far as what we took the orange. And guys, we have like minimal to no fallout either. And just do exactly the same to the other side. Then on an even smaller fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with this red shade right here. And this one is called Carpe Diem. Now, is that Seize the Day? I always get this wrong. I'm actually kind of scared because this is like really red. So I'm just going to put that even lower again, just right in the crease, and not take it up too high. I actually just want to keep it right in that crease. I just want to make this look quite fiery. And I'm just going to go back through the colours. So I'm going to go back into the Sunset shade and just strengthen up that colour again and blend those edges. And then back into the Pumpkin Spice shade that we used to start with. I'm going to go in with this one down here, which is called Burnt Sienna. And I just want to create like a little bit of depth in my outer corner. So I'm just going to stamp that on. And then finally, I'm just going to go into Brown Suede. I'm just trying to use all the colours in this palette apparently, and just with the same brush I'm just going to do that exact same thing again. I just really want these outer corners to be like really deep. Ooh la la. Okay, so I'm just going to blend out those edges, go back into Carpe Diem, I don't know, and just kind of dust over the edges of that darkest shade that we just put down. So for the underneath of the eye, I am just going to copy what I did up top. So I'm just going to go into Pumpkin Spice, run that right along the bottom. And then back into Sunset and just bring that tighter to the lash line. And these shadows, like, these do things for blue eyes. That's all I'm going to say. Is that if you have blue eyes and you add like these really orangey reddy tones, things happen. And Carpe Diem, just on the same brushes as before, and I just give them a little squeeze just to make them a little bit slimmer to fit into that area. Then lastly, I'm going to take a flat kind of liner brush and I'm going to go into that Cherry Cola shade and I'm just going to run that right along my lash line. And I'm only going to take that about 3/4 of the way because I want the darkness just to be on this sort of like outer third of my eye. And then into brown suede with the same brush and just do the exact same thing again. Even though we'll cover probably a lot of that Cherry Cola, if I've used it up top, I like to still kind of use it below. Now for the lid, I just want to add a little touch of light gold sparkle. I'm going to use the Stile Magnificent Metals in the shade Golden Goddess, or is it just Goddess? Gold Goddess. Okay, so now I think it looks so good with the Stile Magnificent Metals on it. I just think that looks awesome. So sparkly, so fiery, like just fire. For mascara today, I'm going to go in with the Nars Climax Mascara, just my tried and true. And I'm really going to coat my lashes. And before I actually go to apply lashes, I'm going to do a small wing for this look because I just think it would really finish it off. So I'm just going to take my NYX Epic Ink Liner and I'm just going to do like a half wing from where kind of the Magnificent Metals ends. So for lashes today, I'm going to go in with the Millie lashes? Who's Millie? I'm going to go in with the Lilly lashes in the style Hollywood. I'm just going to pop these lashes on and I will be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. So I have just applied my lashes. I can't even tell you how long it took me. Like, I feel like applying lashes for me is getting harder. The more I do it, the harder it's getting, which is not great. So anyway, lashes are on. For my brows today, I'm going to go in with the MAC pencil in the shade Lingering, which I think will probably be a little bit too fair, but I'm kind of wanting lighter brows as of late. Just because my hair is like a lot lighter right now. So I'm just going to fill in my brows, do nothing too crazy. Fabulous. So now that I've drawn my brows in just ever so slightly, I'm going to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, which is just this gorgeous clear gel, and it just keeps, literally glues the brow in place. Awesome. And then that is brows done. So we're going to move on to the rest of the face now. And I am going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Bronzer in the shade Private Island, ever so slightly too dark. I definitely should have picked the shade down, but I'll make it work. So I'm just going to take that on an angled brush and just dust some of it off. And just work that in. For blusher today, I'm going to go in with the Zoeva Pink Spectrum, and I am just going to go in with this shade down here, which isn't too pink. I always like to put my blusher on with my bronzing brush just because it'll have a little bit of bronzer left over, which will help just kind of mesh the two colours together. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with Mary-Louminizer by the Balm, and it is just this kind of goldy champagne-y shade. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that to start off with. And for over the top of that, I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty, and this is a Strobe and Highlight palette. And I'm just going to go into this golden shade right here, just to kind of make that a little bit more gold looking. For my lips today, I'm going to go in with the MAC Cork Lip Liner, and I'm just going to line my entire lips with that, and then I'll be going in with a liquid lip. And for my liquid lip today, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty, and this is the Unbutton liquid lip. And then over the top of that, I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs lip gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. Oh. Then to set the entire face, I'm going to go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which I definitely need more of. So I'm just going to do a wee quick spray of that. Whew. So guys, this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see much more of you in the future. Bye!